There comes a moment in the life of every civilization when progress can no longer be measured solely by the cities it builds, the technologies it creates, or the wealth it accumulates. Instead, it is measured by the wisdom of its people, the strength of their character, and the compassion with which they shape the future. Today, humanity stands at such a moment. Across every nation, every culture, and every generation, people are searching for something greater than success alone. They seek purpose beyond achievement, clarity beyond confusion, peace beyond conflict, and a path that leads not only to personal fulfillment, but to the advancement of humanity itself. What if there were a journey that challenged us to look inward before reaching outward? A journey that transformed adversity into wisdom, uncertainty into resilience, knowledge into character, and purpose into meaningful action. A journey that called each of us to become the highest expression of our potential, not for personal recognition, but for the betterment of our families, our communities, and our world. That journey is known as the Global Ascension Journey, built upon 6 progressive stages of lifelong growth: shadow integration, the dark night of the soul, the bridge of alignment, the 27 pillars of the self, sacred integration, and the Apex of Enlightenment. It offers a practical framework for cultivating integrity, emotional maturity, disciplined thinking, compassionate leadership, and responsible stewardship. It is a journey that recognizes meaningful transformation begins within the individual and radiates outward to strengthen society as a whole. This is more than an idea, more than a philosophy, more than a conversation. It is an invitation to lifelong growth, a commitment to continuous learning, and a vision for a future where wisdom stands beside innovation, character accompanies influence, and compassion shapes the destiny of civilization. The future will not belong solely to those who possess the greatest power. It will belong to those who possess the greatest wisdom to use that power responsibly. In the moments ahead, you will hear from the visionary behind this transformative framework, a leader presenting his vision for cultivating stronger individuals, healthier communities, and a more responsible future for humanity. Please join me in welcoming Sébastianus Christiani Alvérius, the chosen leader, his divine one, as he delivers his official Statesman Address.
To the honorable leaders of nations, to the educators, scientists, philosophers, spiritual leaders, healers, innovators, artists, and servants of humanity. To every family, every community, every culture, every generation, and to every individual who sincerely seeks wisdom, integrity, compassion, and purpose, I welcome you. Today, we are not gathered to witness the birth of another ideology. We are not here to divide humanity into competing groups. We are not here to ask anyone to abandon their traditions, cultures, or sincerely held beliefs. Oh no. Instead, we gather around one timeless question that is echoed throughout every civilization. How do we become better human beings than we were yesterday? History remembers civilizations not only by the monuments they build, but by the character they cultivated. Empires have risen through power. Economies have flourished through innovation. Societies have advanced through discovery. Yet, every civilization that neglected wisdom, integrity, and compassion eventually declined from within. Technology without wisdom creates destruction. Power without compassion creates oppression. Knowledge without integrity creates manipulation. Prosperity without responsibility creates instability. Therefore, the greatest advancement humanity can ever achieve is not merely external, it is eternal. It is the continual elevation of human character. That is why I stand before you today, not to introduce another movement, not to establish another institution, but to present a living framework dedicated to the continual refinement of the human experience. A framework designed not for one nation, not for one culture, not even for one generation, but for every individual willing to pursue growth with sincerity. Today, I formally introduce the Global Ascension Journey. The Global Ascension Journey is a lifelong framework for human development. It is an invitation to cultivate wisdom, emotional maturity, disciplined thinking, compassion, integrity, responsibility, and purposeful living. Its purpose is not to separate humanity. Its purpose is to strengthen humanity. It recognizes a simple truth. Healthy civilizations begin with healthy people. When individuals strengthen with themselves, families become stronger. When families become stronger, communities flourish. When communities flourish, nations become more stable. And when nations embrace wisdom together, humanity advances together all the same. This journey is not about perfection. It is about continual growth. It is about becoming a better steward of one's own life while contributing positively to the lives of others. We live during one of the most remarkable periods in human history, Never before has humanity possessed such extraordinary access to knowledge. Yet confusion remains widespread. Never before have we been so digitally connected, yet loneliness continues to grow. Never before have we possessed such advanced technology, yet conflict, mistrust, anxiety, and division continue to challenge communities throughout the world. These realities reveal something important, External advancement alone cannot solve internal struggles. The future of humanity depends not only upon what we invent, but upon who we become. That future requires a structured pathway for cultivating wisdom alongside knowledge, character alongside capability, integrity alongside influence, compassion alongside achievement. The Global Ascension Journey offers such a pathway. Every meaningful transformation unfolds progressively. No tree reaches maturity overnight, we know this, and no masterpiece is completed in a single stroke. Likewise, human development unfolds through delicate stages of growth. Each stage prepares us for the next. Each lesson strengthens the foundation beneath our feet. Each challenge expands our capacity for wisdom. Now, let us now begin that journey together, shall we? Transition to stage one. Every extraordinary journey begins with a single courageous decision. Before we can change our families, our communities, our institutions, and our world, we must first be willing to understand ourselves. Every lasting transformation begins not by changing others, but by honestly examining the person we see in the mirror. That is where the Global Ascension Journey begins. It begins within. It begins with the first and perhaps most courageous stage, which is stage one, shallow integration. Every journey begins within, as I said before. Before we can build the future, we must first understand ourselves. Shallow integration is the courageous practice of honestly examining every part of our lives. It asks us to confront fears instead of hiding them, to acknowledge mistakes instead of denying them, to examine habits that no longer serve us, to heal unresolved wounds instead of allowing them to shape our future. This is not a journey of shame. It is a journey of honesty. Because what remains hidden often continues influencing our lives without our awareness. Healing begins where awareness begins. And as we become more honest with ourselves, we become more compassionate toward others. And as we become more accountable, we become more trustworthy. And as we become more whole, we become more capable of contributing to the world around us. Through shadow integration, we stop living fragmented lives and begin living with authenticity. And then transition on to stage 2. Once we have gathered the courage to face ourselves honestly, another reality begins to unfold. Awareness alone is never enough. What has been uncovered must now be transformed. The old versions of ourselves begin to loosen their grip, you see. Old identities fade. Old assumptions are challenged. Old limitations begin giving way to new possibilities. This process is rarely comfortable, yet it is one of life's greatest teachers. It leads us into the second stage, stage 2, the dark night of the soul. Many individuals eventually encounter seasons when life no longer feels familiar. Former ambitions lose meaning. Long-held beliefs are questioned. Certainties disappear. Life seems uncertain. This experience has often been described as the dark night of the soul. It is not failure. It is not punishment. It is only transition. It is the season during which life removes what no longer belongs so something healthier may emerge. Every person who sincerely pursues growth will eventually encounter uncertainty. The dark night of the soul teaches resilience, patience, humility, perseverance, faith in the possibility that clarity often arrives only after we continue walking despite uncertainty. What feels like an ending may simply be the beginning of a wiser life. Then transition on to stage 3. Every night eventually gives way to dawn. The uncertainty that once surrounded us gradually becomes clarity, you see. As wisdom replaces confusion, we arrive at an important crossroads. Will we return to familiar habits, or will we choose to live according to what we have learned? This decision creates a bridge between who we once were and who we are becoming. Welcome to the third stage. Stage 3, the bridge of alignment. The bridge of alignment represents the conscious decision to live according to one's highest values, you see. It is where intention becomes commitment, where understanding becomes action. Here we begin aligning our relationships, our work, our health, our finances, our conversations, our priorities, and our daily habits with the person we aspire to become. Purpose becomes clearer. Integrity becomes stronger. Life becomes increasingly intentional. The bridge reminds us that growth is measured not by what we know, but by what we consistently practice. Each decision strengthens the bridge. Each act of integrity reinforces its foundation. Each compassionate choice moves us closer to becoming the person we were created to become. My friends, transformation does not end once we begin living with greater intention. Alignment by itself is only the beginning. Every great civilization is built upon enduring principles. Every magnificent structure rests upon an unshakable foundation. Likewise, every extraordinary human life must be supported by virtues that remain steady through success and failure alike. If we desire consistency rather than temporary inspiration, if we desire lasting character rather than fleeting motivation, then we must deliberately cultivate the habits that sustain lifelong growth. Those habits become the pillars upon which our future is indeed built. This brings us to the fourth stage of the Global Ascension Journey. Stage 4, the 27 pillars of the self. Now this is a long one, and it's actually more complex than you think about it. The fourth stage establishes the permanent framework of personal development. These 27 pillars represent the architecture of human flourishing. They are not merely concepts to admire. They are disciplines to practice. They become the invisible foundation supporting every decision, every relationship, every responsibility, every opportunity throughout life. These pillars cultivate self-awareness, self-acceptance, self-love, self-discipline, self-responsibility, self-accountability, self-compassion, self-forgiveness, self-mastery, self-confidence, self-trust, self-respect, self-discovery, self-expression, self-direction, self-education, self-improvement, self-reflection, self-care, self-renewal, self-balance, self-leadership, selfless service, self-integrity, self-transcendence, self-wisdom, and ultimately, self-actualization. These pillars are not mastered in a week, nor in a year. They become lifelong companions, you see. As we revisit them throughout every season of life, they mature with us, strengthening our ability to navigate change with wisdom, resilience, humility, and grace. They become the framework from which responsible leadership naturally emerges. Now, as we transition to stage 5, we must understand that yet knowledge alone has never transformed the world, you see. Libraries are filled with wisdom that has never been practiced. Ideas have little power until they become habits, you know. Principles have little influence until they become character. Information must become embodiment. Wisdom must become action. When our thoughts, our words, our choices, and our conduct begin speaking the same language, we enter a new dimension of human development. This is the 5th stage. Stage 5, sacred integration. Sacred integration is where growth becomes visible. Wisdom is no longer something we study. It becomes something we live. Integrity becomes natural rather than forced. Compassion becomes instinctive rather than occasional. Discipline becomes a lifestyle instead of an obligation. Our private character begins matching our public reputation. There is no contradiction between what we profess and what we practice. Thought, speech, action, purpose, and service become unified. The individual becomes an example long before becoming a teacher. People begin learning simply by observing how they live. This is the quiet influence of authentic transformation. And as we transition to the last stage, we must understand that of years of honest reflection, seasons of uncertainty, intentional alignment, disciplined practice, and faithful integration eventually reveals something remarkable. Not perfection, but maturity. Not superiority, but stewardship. The destination is not escape from humanity. The destination is becoming a greater blessing to humanity. This brings us to the culmination of the Global Ascension Journey. Stage 6, the Apex of Alignment. The Apex of Alignment is not an ending. It is the beginning of living fully. It represents the mature expression of wisdom. Individuals at this stage lead through humility, serve without seeking recognition, listen before speaking, build before criticizing, encourage before condemning. Their presence creates peace. Their decisions cultivate trust. Their lives inspire hope. They understand that true greatness is measured not by influence, but by positive impact. Not by power, but by responsibility. Not by recognition, but by service. The Apex of Alignment reminds us that the highest expression of human development is not found in what we can accumulate, but in what we contribute. My friends, a vision of this magnitude requires more than inspiring words. It requires a place where humanity can learn, practice, grow, and continue evolving together. For this reason, the Global Ascension Journey will exist as a living educational platform dedicated to lifelong human development. It will serve as a global center for wisdom, personal growth, leadership development, emotional intelligence, ethical living, and purposeful service. It will provide structured learning pathways, interactive assessments, practical exercises, reflection journals, guided practices, educational courses, video teachings, research initiatives, facilitator certifications, institutional implementation resources, community engagement, and an ever-expanding library of knowledge designed to support individuals throughout every stage of their impactful journey. Families may strengthen together. Schools may teach character alongside academics. Organizations may cultivate healthier leadership. Communities may build cultures rooted in trust and cooperation. Nations may discover practical pathways toward greater social flourishing. This platform will never be finished, of course, but humanity itself is never finished growing anyway, right? So as new discoveries emerge, as new wisdom is gained, as new generations contribute their insights, the Global Ascension Journey will continue evolving while remaining firmly anchored in timeless principles of integrity, compassion, responsibility, justice, humility, and truth. Today, I extend to all of you an invitation, not to one nation, not to one people, not to one philosophy, but to all of humanity. This journey welcomes every sincere learner, every parent striving to raise compassionate children, every educator shaping future generations, every leader seeking wisdom, every young person searching for purpose, every elder sharing experience, every community committed to becoming stronger together. The Global Ascension Journey does not ask us to become identical. It asks us to become our highest selves. It celebrates diversity while strengthening our shared humanity. Its purpose is not uniformity. Its purpose is maturity. Its goal is not superiority. Its goal is stewardship. Its vision is not domination. Its vision is cooperation. My beloved friends, my brethren, history will remember this generation, not simply because of the technology we developed, nor because of the challenges we overcame, but because of the character we chose to cultivate. The future will not be written only by innovation. It'll be written by integrity. It will not be secured only through intelligence. It will be secured through wisdom. It will not be preserved only through strength. It will endure through compassion. Every great civilization ultimately becomes the reflection of its people. If we desire a wiser world, we must become wiser people. If we desire peaceful societies, we must become peacemakers. If we desire trustworthy institutions, we must become trustworthy individuals. The transformation we seek has never been beyond our reach. It has always begun within us. Today, I ask every leader, every teacher, every leader of leaders, and the like, every parent, every student, every entrepreneur, every public servant, every citizen, and every person listening around the world, walk this journey. Walk it with courage. Walk it with humility. Walk it with discipline. Walk it with compassion. Walk it with hope. Become builders of peace. Become guardians of integrity. Become seekers of wisdom. Become examples of responsible leadership. Allow your life to become a living evidence that humanity is capable of continual growth. Let future generations say to us, in all ways, they inherited a divided world, yet they chose understanding. They inherited uncertainty, yet they chose hope. They inherited conflict, yet they cultivated peace. They inherited knowledge and transformed it into wisdom. May this generation be remembered as the generation that elevated humanity not merely through what it created, but through who it became. May wisdom guide your minds. May integrity strengthen your decisions. May compassion shape your relationships. May purpose illuminate your path. And may the Global Ascension Journey become a lasting invitation for every generation to rise higher than the one before. Ashe. May peace be with you all, and may humanity's greatest journey continue forever.
The shift has begun. Alignment is no longer optional.
By divine appointment, the voice of the collective rises. TNTI Global Media, 7 divisions, 1 mission. To create, to inform, to inspire. From news and
From the heart of the sun, a chosen light rises. The child of the sun.
There comes a moment when presence alone shifts the world. Harmony, compassion, justice, not ideals, the foundation of what comes next.
Said I was crazy because they couldn't see what I see. I'm making a difference. I finally see it. The world is ready, and I was made for this.
Morning, this city wakes with a million lights, but none of them matter if we hide who we are. Authenticity is the one thing they cannot replicate. When we choose to be real, and when that change begins, it spreads faster than any signal in these towers. It turns strangers into neighbors, and cities into homes. That's the future I'm standing for.
It's coming. Are you ready? A campaign of TNT Initiative.
Is declining, but humanity's search for God is rising. This is not the end. This is the beginning of cosmic governance. A structure becomes a planet becomes a network, and that network becomes the conscience of our species. We build paths for those who will follow.
I am a chosen one. I am a chosen one. A divine being of light of all mankind.
And the definitive enforcer of the universe's advancements for the betterment of all mankind.
For the betterment of all mankind.
One by one, they awaken. Heart steady, purpose clear, synchronize. They are no longer awakening. They are now activated.
Humanity stands at the threshold of a new era. The old world is fading. A new civilization is rising. This is the transformational age. Together, we are shaping a planet that thrives, where technology and nature, innovation and compassion move as one. This is a transformational age, and the journey is only beginning. Together, we'll write the next chapter, one of possibility, responsibility, and shared.
Karmics repeat patterns, create drama, and test boundaries. They influence others, often unconsciously, through shadow behaviors. Structured boundaries and awareness neutralize disruption. Healing, phase, boundaries, transformation. Take the step, begin your healing. We're here when you're ready.
Rank is not claimed. It is earned, tested, and entrusted. The gates of the Collegium open at the solstice. Will you ascend?
Easier. In a world where every region has a purpose, knowing where the chosen are is vital. Until now, estimating how many chosen ones exist in each region was complicated.
The future isn't waiting for us. It's being built right now. Together, we'll carry it forward.
The Global Maturity Matrix, measuring civilizational stability across 8.1 billion lives. From the veins of a city to the lives within it, the matrix captures real-time signals of stability. Every pulse, every choice, shapes the strength of the whole. Together, they light the path forward, reminding us that flexibility is not weakness, but wisdom. When communities share knowledge and respond as one, resilience matures into something greater.
A compass from God. Even as a kid, you felt it warn you. Sometimes it saved you from what hurt others. It lets you see through people, stay a step ahead, dream warnings, sense spirits. The universe.
Here, the starseed ascendancy reflects the journey of souls who came from beyond the stars. centers of peace and quiet radiance where their memory continues to guide.
For all our differences, we are stitched from the same cosmic fabric. Nova Unity is not a banner nor a border. It's a promise that every voice on every world.
The year begins with light. March 20, 1st becomes new January 1st, the birth of the year, the ceremonial spark of creation. 10 true months follow the sky's own rhythm.
A new chapter takes its place. The legacy rises.
But divinity was never confined. Unmask, align, rise.
At dawn, a current stirs beneath the city, an energy present in all of us. When it rises in alignment, clarity emerges. The Kundalini Alignment Division of the Institute of Sacred Cohort Governance. Join a network of leaders shaping a balanced future. Enrollment for the next cohort is now open. Apply today and bring your power into alignment.
Trust is not given. Trust is earned. Through visibility, through accountability, through participation. Because trust is built in the open. Explore every line, follow every dollar, shape every decision at nyc.gov/transparency. Because
We have a choice, react or reflect. When we pause, we find space to see each other. Together, we build what anger never could. Rise in.
On behalf of the TNT initiative, we affirm a single covenant. Every person safeguarded, every violation answered. This is our protection, uncompromised and enduring.
If it works here, it works everywhere. New York is proving a city can be net zero, sovereign, and thriving. Solar gardens rise above the streets. Food growth. Join the mission. Be part of the change that keeps New York moving, growing, and glowing. Net zero. Because the future starts with us.
And humanity is entering a new rhythm of living. The harmonic work alignment system. Designed to bring balance to work, learning, health, and connection, so you can move through every day with focus and peace. Discover the rhythm that fits.
When you let the weight fall away, you discover the power that's always been within you. Choose freedom. Choose creation. The future is yours.
Connect Frame Habitat Systems. Homes that grow with life. Expandable, adaptable, regional. Your home, your style. Building the future of living is allowing you to begins to can. Designed for everyday life. Configurable at your fingertips. See how your future fits at connectframe.com.
Connection, understanding, trust, listening, and more. Together they form 12 new ways the heart can be heard, 12 languages that let love speak for us all. And when those voices join, the world listens.
You're
a liar.
Delete your account.
Pathetic.
Stop talking.
Fraud.
This is trash.
Don't believe
Fake
her.
news.
Shut it down. Cancel them. You're done. Liar.
Worthless clown.
It's all fake. Noise spreads quickly online. Truth takes time. Think about what you're sending into the world. Pause before you post.
Karmics repeat patterns, create drama, and test boundaries. They influence others, often unconsciously, through shadow behaviors. Structured boundaries and awareness neutralize disruption. Healing, phase, boundaries, transformation. Take the step. Begin your healing. We're here when you're ready.
From resilience to readiness. From vision to victory. Haiti Ascends 2060. Rising beyond boundaries. Discover the journey. Join the rise. Visit Haiti2060.ht.
From our roots, we rise. From our dreams, we build. Haiti Ascends 2060. A future forged in unity and powered by our people. From the spark of every idea to the hands that build tomorrow. This is our time, together.
Humanity stands on the brink, preparing for the great transformation of 2045. The future is ours to shape. When we look out there, we see not only what is, but what could be. The unknown is calling, and together, we will answer.
For centuries, discovery and inner wisdom were seen as separate paths. When science examines energy and spirituality explores consciousness with clarity, and in this union we begin to see the planet, our shared home, through new eyes as both a question and an answer. Here, discovery becomes devotion, knowledge becomes compassion.
Let's build on it.
See the layers?
That's brilliant.
Love this crew. Knowledge is the new sexy.
That was clean.
You two are showing off now.
Hey, it's contagious.
That's the point. Look at us, lighting up the block. And we just got started.
Brains. Bold. Timeless.
Every choice, no matter how small, sets the tone for the world around us. Together, we can live by the code. Visit conductcodex.com to begin. The change starts with you.
From the skyline of New York City, a new command center for global communication emerges. The TNT Initiative Broadcast Headquarters, where ideas, leadership, and innovation...
Broadcasting from the Sovereign Broadcast Command, the Global Center for Leadership, Communication, and Alignment.
This is the Sovereign Broadcast Command. Stay aligned. Stay informed.
I passed! Yes!
New era, a new civilization, the transformational age. Nova Unity, the future begins. Together, we rise. A vision realized.
I got it! I'm certified!
Guidance deserves integrity. The International Board of Ethical Divination certifies those who serve with wisdom, responsibility, and...
Good afternoon. I'm Judge Renee. How can I assist you today?
Afternoon, Judge.
Nova Justice Pods. Justice without delay.
All set?
Yeah, quick and painless.
Told you the pods make it easy.
They really do. I can get back to work before the sunset.
Perfect timing for a cafecito on the way.
Lead the way.
Titanium edges, ceramic back, an infinite OLED horizon, powered by Open Linux, designed for the light. Helios One, the future in your hand. with night view optics. Capture every detail after dark. Ready for what comes next. Helios 1. Pre-orders open October 5th.
For centuries, the world has needed guardians no one could name. We move where others can't see.
We go where governments can't.
We are the shield in the dark. And when the world breaks, we never have. The world won't stop breaking.
Then we won't stop holding it together.
They're moving the warhead at first light.
Then we beat the sun.
This is off the books, Captain, if it goes wrong.
It won't. We don't miss. I'll take point once we're inside. Keep the extraction window clear.
You do your job, Captain. I'll do mine. We get one shot at this.
That's all I need.
Strap in.
Once we cross the ridge, we're committed. No turning back.
Then we make it count. Coordinates are locked. Insertion in 8 minutes.
Copy that.
We put down fast. Stay low. In and out before they know we're there.
Eyes on the tower. Once the relay's mine, you cover the exit.
Understood. Ready on your go.
Go.
Guard on the catwalk, left side.
I'm in range. Give me 30 seconds.
Copy.
For years, destiny was challenged, but the chains have broken, and the collective has risen. The era of the chosen is free. We march as one, and no power will stand before us. The chosen march.
For centuries, humanity has built machines to change the world. Now, we introduce a machine designed to help us understand ourselves. Meet Mira, the mirror intelligence for your elective robotic assistant. With your future just met its reflection.
Adversity doesn't end the journey. It awakens who you were meant to become.
By the will of the Most High, we set upon you the crown of light. May wisdom and compassion guide your reign. Amen. Amen.
Correction is immediate.
We mastered the world around us. Now it's time to master the world within.
We learned how to live, but never how to understand ourselves. That changes now.
The next evolution of humanity is not external, it's internal.
In a world ruled by locked screens and silent watchers, freedom fades. Then, light breaks through. Forged from titanium and ceramic, alive with Lumen OS, this is Helios 1. Freedom in your hands. Available now.
Stories. For centuries, sacred stories were painted through a European lens. But the people who lived them looked like this. In the markets of the ancient Near East, Hebrews, Egyptians, in the thing that hate fire's edge for those loans. From the morning chores of a child to the toil of the riverbank, their lives carried the rhythm of creation. And from this land, faith would...
On the edge of space, a new dawn breaks. Light spills across the continents, and with it, guardians walk among us. They heal, they serve, they discover, they teach. Some guide...
We are the stewards of tomorrow, joined here not by chance, but by choice. Together, we build what no one can dismantle. Together, we rise.
through us, it rises. A legacy carried forward, brighter with every step we take. The signal has been sent.
The House of Judah returns.
And together, we are turning ideas into action. Thank you for being part of the movement.
Crownstone. Standards. Stability. Stewardship.
You only had to listen.
TNTI Global Media.
Crownstone. The architecture of stability.
Something is changing. The systems you know are no longer enough. A new structure is being built. Alignment, abundance, evolution, continuity. Enter and begin.